Okay, so we have some new information regarding Hasbro and some upcoming projects they have, and apparently there's a lot. Hasbro CEO claims they have 45 to 50 properties in development for film and TV. Yeah, that's a lot already. That's like insane amount. I know Mattel claimed they also have a lot of ideas and all that, and they're like developing a what is it called? Magic 8 Ball film. So that's gonna be interesting. Toy company Hasbro estimates that, much like Mattel, there are a large number of films and TV series based off its toys, games, other products in development with various studios. The news about the Hasbro films and shows comes from a conference call in which Hasbro CEO Chris Cox discussed the business quarter with analysts via Deadline. Hasbro has had a good quarter, according to Cox, with the company's revenue for the period, which ended on September 30th, topping that of the same quarter in 2024 by 8%, resulting in a $1.68 in earnings per share, more than Wall Street analysts expected. Not bad, not bad. Moreover, Hasbro sees things only getting better as the Christmas season looms, and retailers buy up more of their products to sell. Cox believes that there may be a bit of a bump due to, among other reasons, recent tariffs, which could force them to raise their prices. When it comes to entertainment, CFO and COO Gina Goetter, probably mispronounced that, says that Hasbro will focus on licensing its brands instead of producing its own content, with certain family IPs like Peppa Pig being the exceptions. Hasbro's productions based on these brands accounted for 87% of its $61.3 million entertainment revenue. Goetter refers to Hasbro's practice of licensing out its IPs as an asset light approach. Okay, so that's very interesting. That's a very interesting thing. Very interesting, uh, and it's not a very bad way to do that. I know Hasbro is very popular when it comes to toys. Hasbro and Mattel are like the two big dogs when it comes to toys. And for those of you who do not know, Hasbro owns Monopoly, Play-Doh, Nerf, Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, and and Power Rangers, and yeah, so that's not surprising. They also own, apparently they own, and yes, I did a Google search here. Own stuff like Wizards of the Coast, who owns Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and stuff like that. So they own a lot of brands, a lot of very prominent brands. So there could be a lot of like Power Rangers, and I know that there's reports of a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover series in the works by Robert Kirkman, I believe, who also did Invincible and Walking Dead. So there's a lot of potential with the IPs here, a lot of very interesting potential, and very intriguing. And as it says, but we're going to continue reading. Here, Cox told the analysts that Hasbro has about 45 to 50 series and feature film projects based on Hasbro products in the works. A couple of them are widely known, as a Monopoly game show is being developed for Netflix, which I did not know that until I read this article, which is increasing its board game related product productions. And yes, there's a lot of Monopoly game products. There's Monopoly Cheaters Edition. There's Monopoly like themed after shows like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So it's very, very, very versatile and very popular. The other is a Monopoly movie being produced by Lionsgate. So there's a Monopoly game show, and a Monopoly movie being produced, which is very interesting. The studio that bought E1, a Canadian entertainment company from Hasbro, Margot Robbie is also producing the Monopoly movie through her own production company, Lucky Chap, which also produced the massively successful Barbie movie from Mattel. I did not know that. So I'm assuming Margot Robbie might have a cameo, at least, in that movie. As for Hasbro's toy line, they share the same license for K-pop Demon Hunters with Mattel. They and Mattel got the rights too late to make K-pop Demon Hunters toys in time for Christmas, but when they're able to get K-pop products put on the shelves, fans of the surprise hit will no doubt scoop them up. Cox is excited for the K-pop line, telling analysts that the Hasbro team has got a lot of cool ideas, and they've had a lot of fun working with Netflix on it in a fairly quick order. Additionally, a lot of Disney content will be coming from Hasbro in 2026 as they have various IP toy licenses from the Mouse House. Toy Story 5 is one, and there'll no doubt be plenty of opportunities for new toys based on animated toys. Plus, the requisite Woody and Buzz Lightyear variants. Avengers Doomsday is also on the way, and will be released in theaters around Christmas time. Meaning a swath of new Marvel action figures is doubtless on the way. And the mother of all toy licensing deals, Star Wars, is offering Hasbro the Mandalorian and Grogu. So Baby Yoda will almost certainly be an adoring toy next year. Okay, so that's a lot of information. That's a lot of discuss about Hasbro, and like, of course, like we already know that we're getting the Transformers series, which is meant to be a very gritty and kind of Invincible kind of style humor, and so yeah, so we're getting that, and that's a very interesting way to do it. That's very interesting. I'm pretty intrigued by that. I know people like Drunk 3PO are actually excited for that because they're bigger fans of Transformers than I. And again, I've only knowledge I have of Transformers is the Michael Bay movies and the Transformers 1 movie. That's all I have. Now, I tried to watch a little bit of Transformers Prime a while back, but I've got distracted, and that was like 3 years ago when I tried to watch it. But again, I have some knowledge of G.I. Joe, and this knowledge I have is from D-Day Cobra, from Jeremy, mentioning it in his numerous streams and videos. And watching those 2 live-action movies with, Dwayne Johnson and, I don't remember his name, but there's some pretty big actors in it. And yeah, so I don't have much knowledge on both those IPs, but I do like them. I do think G.I. Joe is a very intriguing world, and I think Transformers is an intriguing world, and I do know, based on what I've heard from people say, and that there's a lot of toy crossovers, G.I. Joe and Transformers have done crossovers before, which is a very intriguing and very fun concept. I know they hinted at, I think what was in Rise of the Beasts, that there was a G.I. Joe crossover. Going to be a G.I. Joe crossover. So again, this could be interesting, and I'm genuinely kind of excited for this. I think I've always liked Transformers, but I not enough to actually delve deep into the lore. But I do have some good buddies of mine who have a lot of knowledge on Transformers. So overall, I think this is interesting. I think there's a lot of potential here. I'm a bit surprised that it's 45 to 50 different properties in development for film and TV. That's a bit shocking. I know Mattel also has a lot of IPs that they have in the works. So again, I think this is very interesting. I think this is worth discussing. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out and God bless.